Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, I went on to Chat GPT, and I only do this every once in a while because I think it's kind of fun, and it's kind of interesting to see how Chat GPT, how AI is advancing. And so I went on and I asked Chat GPT, what are how is this new moon in Scorpio going to affect the British royal family, the seniors? Because we do know we do have a Scorpio king. So I thought, let's see what they have to say. And then I'm going to do my own readings. I'm going to follow up with it with my own readings. Just quick 5-card readings for the top 4, possibly 6. We'll see. All right. So as you know, on ChatGPT, I'm Madame Fortuna. I do not give my real name or any of my real personal details to ChatGPT. Kind of weird that way, but if you haven't, if you haven't started any kind of AI, if you do, use a different persona and don't tell it anything personal, because you have to remember everything you put into Chat GPT now it becomes part of the Chat GPT environment, and other people, I don't know if other people have access to it or not. So anyways, let's begin. Madame Fortuna, gather close. The Scorpio new moon on November 20th is no gentle breeze. Some places are November 19th and some are November 20th. We're going to stick with the 20th. It's a velvet-gloved shake-up, a sort that stirs secrets in the palace corridors and presses long-hidden truths right up against the gilded windows. Scorpio rules mysteries, renewal, purging, and power shifts, and this new moon arrives like a black-feathered herald perched on the royal ramparts, whispering, "Nothing buried stays buried." Below is your mystical forecast, one prophecy for each senior royal in the line of succession up to Princess Eugenie, with spouses woven in as requested. I'll keep any juniors under 18 safely behind the curtain. Let us begin. When you put all your videos and whatnot into ChatGPT or any AI, so it gets a feel of what your personality is. And isn't that crazy? Like they talk about a velvet gloved. I wear my gloves all the time. And let us begin. Shall we begin? It's actually kind of spooky. Anyways, Scorpio new moon prophecies for the senior royals, November 20th. The night of unmasking and revelation. Some of these are actually bizarre. King Charles III, theme, purification, purge, and a private reckoning. Under this Scorpio new moon, Charles stands at a crossroads between legacy and loss. Something he thought resolved resurfaces, likely a matter of trust, paperwork, or loyalty around him. This energy pushes him towards a cleansing, trimming his circle, sharpening his boundaries, and doubling down on the monarchy's traditional spine. Prediction: a confidential meeting brings a surprising revelation. Is that with Harry? He grows more resolute, even austere, reclaiming authority in an understated but unmistakable way. His health may require rest. Nothing dramatic, but Scorpio asks him to slow down and go inward. And that's exactly what all the cards have been saying, what everything has been saying about him, to slow down, slow down. Queen Camilla, theme, quiet power broker. Camilla becomes the emotional anchor behind the throne this cycle. Scorpio sharpens her instincts, making her unusually perceptive, almost prophetic. She senses tension before it surfaces and may play peacekeeper between two royals not speaking plainly. Harry and who else? Prediction: a private matter related to loyalty or staff management lands on her lap, and she handles it with uncharacteristic steel. Expect a subtle but firm display of authority behind closed doors. I think she's going to shoo Harry away. We've always been saying that, and I'm not sure any of us could blame her. Prince William, theme, strategic transformation. William feels the new moon like a tectonic rumble beneath his feet. Scorpio pushes him into a period of deep strategy, rethinking future roles, responsibilities, and partnerships. He may feel pressure from both above and below, yet emerges sharper and more determined. Both from above and below. So that could be his duties as the Prince of Wales, co-regent with the king, and below the children. And they, are they settling in their new home? And, a lot of people just think, oh, children just move. No, their energy is unsettled. Their rooms are unsettled, even though it's the same things. We've moved with our children, and you notice those first couple of weeks, there's some acting out, there's just an unsettling. They don't know what to do with this excess energy. It's not settled. Excuse me. Why do I get a cough when I wonder if there's one of them has a cold or lung condition? Prediction. A hidden challenge is revealed. Ooh, likely involving public image or family alliances. Ooh, lots of that going on. He revises a plan and takes a more dominant stance moving forward. Is that Harry? Is that Andrew? Is that the York girls? Yeah. Catherine, Princess of Wales. Very happy to see they had Catherine, Princess of Wales, and not the regular Kate Middleton. Theme, healing and hidden strength. Catherine experiences this new moon as a deeply emotional reset. Scorpio rules the hidden body, the psyche, and the secret heart. She may withdraw or become introspective, but this is a strengthening, not a weakening. Prediction, a breakthrough moment around health, self-expression, or privacy. She gains clarity and perhaps a renewed commitment to a project or a cause close to her soul. Well, that's the Christmas special, isn't it? Prince Harry, theme, crisis of identity, revival of purpose. The Scorpio new moon dredges up unresolved emotional debris, especially around family wounds. Harry may experience an intense moment of introspection, especially regarding duty, lineage, or loyalty. Wow. Prediction. He revisits an old decision and considers reshaping part of his public or philanthropic direction. This is a phoenix moment. Burn, shed, rise. Is this going to be the end of his marriage? Because that's the only thing I could see him burning, shedding, and rising, because otherwise he hasn't done anything. Or is that him becoming sober? Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. Theme, reinvention and power through visibility. Here we come, rebranding number 2472. Come on down. You're the next player in Meghan's rebranding. Scorpio spotlight hits Meghan right in the career sector. She becomes more magnetic, more visible, and more scrutinized. A reveal, an announcement, project, or message is possible, yet something from the past attempts to reattach itself. Well, isn't that interesting? We've been hearing little mutterings from Trevor, and somebody who was very good friends with Trevor has, her first husband, has said, Trevor told her, the friend, Meghan will close on Harry, meaning Meghan's going to do her sale job and she'll suck him in. Prediction, a professional opportunity blossoms but stirs controversy and chatter. Is that with the Kardashians? Meghan leans into reinvention with precision and confidence. Well, you have to give her that. She leans into rebranding with precision and confidence. Doesn't mean it's going to work. She's just really confident about it. Prince Andrew. So this has to be updated. Plain old Andrew. Theme, consequences and constriction. Scorpio does not play soft with karma, and Andrew feels the squeeze. A restriction, refusal, or new limitation is likely. Something administrative, legal, or reputation reopens or resurfaces. Oh yeah. Prediction. Expect a tightening of boundaries around him, financial, official, or social. A reminder from the universe. What is unresolved must eventually be faced. So is that moving to a smaller place in Sandringham, or are we going to see more controversies around him? Sarah, plain old Sarah. She's not Duchess of York. Theme, rebirth through truth. Sarah receives this new moon in unusual grace. Something she has been processing privately reaches a turning point. Scorpio favors transparency and she steps into a more sincere, grounded phase. Well, she's moving to Portugal, isn't she, with Eugenie, and that's exactly what the card said she would do. Prediction, a cleansing of old emotional baggage. Sarah may make a heartfelt revelation or commit to a restorative lifestyle shift. Yeah, this new moon is going to push her to um, remain quiet. Beatrice, theme, sudden opportunity, quiet pressure. Beatrice gets an unexpected opening, perhaps career related or philanthropic. Yet behind the scenes, family tensions tug at her. She becomes the reluctant meditator in a matter she didn't start. I could see that. She could be the bridge between the royal family and her parents. Prediction, a new responsibility is handed to her and she handles it gracefully. A confidential conversation changes her view of a senior royal. Ooh, we should read on that. Princess Eugenie, theme, revelation, realignment, and renewal. While we are in Mercury retrograde, and those are the themes of Mercury retrograde, so Mercury must be really touching her chart a lot. Eugenie is the most sensitive to this new moon's energy. A Scorpio cycle activates intuition, activism, and legacy work. It must be activating her 12th house. She feels pulled towards a deeper purpose, environmental, charitable, or historical. Yeah, it's touching on her 12th house. Prediction, a surprising insight or piece of news triggers a shift in focus. She may begin planning a new project or realigning her public role. The final royal ripple. The Scorpio new moon sets off a subtle chain of events among senior royals. Secrets arise, alliances shift, and several members face personal revelations that alter their direction. It is a moon of unmasking, renewal, and reclaiming of the truth. There's lots of secrets in that family. Let's start with Harry's children. Let's start with everything that Andrew's going through. How much did the girls know? I mean, yeah, they were children back then, but once they became adults, the Chariot. William is in control. William is absolutely in control of all of this. All right, so I'm going to do the cards here, and we are going to do overall. I mean, let's read on that ripple, the royal ripple, that secrets arise and whatnot. So we're going to do a royal Scorpio new moon tarot spread. In our teaching tarot, because I said, like, I don't know how much more I can teach about the cards. I'm now teaching more of the layouts, and I'm working with different layouts, and they've seen me develop different layouts over the years. And now I'm putting them together in a booklet. So the last one was Halloween and Scorpio layouts and things that you can do. And so the next one's going to be a Sagittarius it's going to be a Sagittarius theme to it. Oh, the Empress. Pregnant with possibilities. Anyways, let's ask. The shadow rising, what the royals can't avoid. This Scorpio new moon that's coming up. What the royals can't avoid. Loss of strength. They can't avoid the loss of strength. They can't avoid looking at things and getting over them, and they can't avoid just getting over things. That's what I'm getting there. They can't avoid hard work. Right now is not a time to slack off. They can't avoid showing people that they're masters at what they do. Look at that, 8 and 9. You know what? I'm going to say they can't avoid the legacy of Queen Elizabeth. This would be her. She was a Taurus. She was a Pentacle. In the end, she was single, but she had everything under control. Everything under control. And that's what the Falcon is here. Is you are in control of like the bird whispers and whatnot. This is a Falconeers, and so you have trained and you have controlled not only people but things to your own will. So I think here they can't deny, they can't avoid talking about Queen Elizabeth and the legacy that she left behind. We can't avoid. This is actually so funny because they can't avoid kind of being smug about things, about being right, about how Queen Elizabeth was right about Meghan. They can't avoid that, Queen Elizabeth was the one who first took Andrew's titles away. They can't avoid maybe some warnings that she gave them. They can't avoid them saying, geez, she was right. There is a bit of smugness here that I'm getting, that look at how many times we've been right. Whether it is about Harry and his children, about Meghan, about Sarah. There's a certain amount of smugness here that they just almost like have a smirk on their face, watching everybody crash and burn in public. Interesting. Okay. The Palace Purge. What must be released? What must be released? So they can't avoid, or they shouldn't avoid, being smug about some things. About going, yeah, we were right all along. I noticed in the last little while there have been quite a bit more things about the Queen and Meghan, and about how the Queen thought she was evil and thought this and thought that, and the royals can't avoid. Oh, geez, they can't avoid dismissing what she originally said. What must be released? Oh, that was an interesting cut. Temperance. The Five of Pentacles. You know what first came to my mind? You know what must be released is the information on IVF of those children. The children, the family that left. The Five of Pentacles here. Actually, that they were kicked out. And I think a lot of it had to do with IVF of Archie. This is my IVF card. That the egg and the sperm are mixed outside of the body, and then it was discovered, and off they go. Ace of Wands. What must be released? Information about the sun. Release the burden. Release the burden. This would be DNA, right? The Ace of Wands, it's like there's all the sperm. And I hope YouTube doesn't strike me for that. The sun here, and the burden of, does he belong in the line of succession? Does the son Archie belong in the line of succession? Something tells me they have more evidence that Lily doesn't belong there, but it's a burden that they must release. They must release the information about this son. And I think it's interesting because the previous reading was about with Queen Elizabeth was there. What did she know? Release what she knew. Did she say that's not like she knew the whole story? And is that why they were kicked out? Because you lied to the Queen. This is not the sperm of the sun. What Scorpio illuminates? What will Scorpio illuminate for the royal family? What will this Scorpio moon illuminate? We have to remember, in tarot, the Scorpio card is death. And Mars, which rules Scorpio, is the Tower. And a lot of people say Pluto rules Scorpio, but the original, when the cards were made, was Mars. If you want a Pluto card, it's Judgment. All right, what will Scorpio illuminate? Ooh, the Scorpio King. There he is. Oh no. The Devil in reverse. Is Cancer. Right? I just finished saying Scorpio's the Death. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Bad news about his Cancer. The King. Bad news. There's the Nine of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's Camilla. That's his wife, upset about things. She may respond in a way that we would be surprised, but she probably has that stiff upper lip. I think this is what's going to illuminate how sick the king actually is and how upset Camilla is about it. She might do something that's really kind of surprises us. And I think that's what the prediction there was as well. She might do something that we're like, shouldn't you be more upset? Shouldn't you be more compassion or empathy? And I think people will look at that in a strange way and say, but I think she'll come out with a stiff upper lip and, but for the grace of God, go I. Just remember that. Okay. What is being reborn? What is being reborn? What's the Judgment card going to bring them? What's the Judgment card going to bring them? What is going to be reborn? Now we have to remember Scorpio moon to Scorpio moon is about 6 months. So this new Scorpio moon is bringing in something that will end in about 6 months. So we're looking at during Taurus season. So that could be end of April, beginning of May, or first part of May. So between now and Taurus season. So what is being reborn? What is being reborn? Ooh, the sun in reverse. Well, I guess we are going into the dark time of winter. Ooh. Two of Cups in reverse. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Battle. And the Star, Hope and Healing. I'm going to say there is between now and the Scorpio full moon, which is during Taurus season. I think we are going to see definitely see a fall of a couple, and it involves the sun. So is this hairy? Battle lines will be drawn, but this ending will bring a lot of healing, a lot of hope. Also, I'm going to say it's hairy because this is my Diana card. So the son of Diana. I cannot see it being William and Catherine, but I have been wrong, but I just can't see it. Like there's just no energy or signs there that they would be. I mean, they just moved into a new home. Everybody's starting to feel better, etc., etc. I think this is the uncoupling. So what is being reborn? The idea that this is an uncoupling, because I believe they have been separated for a long time. And I think the battle lines have been drawn, and there'll be lots of hope and healing around this separation by the next Scorpio moon. The son of Diana, who's having bad luck, uncoupling, and a real battle. So what's going to be reborn? Perhaps Harry after I don't know if we're gonna, here's the thing. I don't know if we're gonna hear about it. Scorpio is a very secretive time. And so if you start something in Scorpio, you kind of tend to keep it a secret until the next full moon. So this would be like starting to write a book and you don't tell anybody until till after the full moon, till it's complete, till the cycle is complete, right? Or, perhaps you go on a diet or an exercise program, or you're studying something, or doing some kind of self-improvement, and it's like these 6 months you keep it secret, you don't really tell people. So maybe secretly, you're leaving your marriage, and secretly you're putting money aside, or you're secretly looking at apartments. Perhaps you even go and put a down payment or the deposit or whatever, like, but it's all behind the scenes. And then when the full moon arises, and here we have the full moon, um it's time to reveal your plans. So perhaps all winter, you kind of hide out. You don't really go out much. You don't do much, but you're secretly dieting and exercising at home. So spring comes and you surprise everybody with a big weight loss, or something like that. Or you surprise everybody, with the savings plans. Perhaps you got out of debt over the winter, but you didn't tell anybody. You just secretly did it on your own. So I think there's something with this separation. We may not hear about it. It's in the dark. It's in the dark. And I think something will come out by the next full moon, that there's been secret negotiations. Here's the negotiations going on behind the scenes. So I think that might happen. Okay, the outcome of the new moon cycle. So I just explained what the new moon cycle is. It's from new moon to full moon, which is in Taurus, will be the full Scorpio full moon. It'll be the completion of this moon cycle. So let's see, what will be the outcome? The Phoenix is reborn. The Phoenix used to be the Scorpio sign. Did you know that? Oh, look at that. The clock agrees with me. The Scorpio has been the Phoenix and the Eagle. And it's only modern times it's changed to the Scorpion. The Phoenix rising out of the ashes from Mars. Eagle, Mars, war. Some heraldry have eagles on them. The conquerors. Okay, the outcome of the new moon cycle. Oh, Knight of Cups, an offer. An offer on the battle lines. Ooh. Loss of strength. Oh, there it is. There's the moon and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I think this is going to be a tough cycle. I really do. I think this is going to be a really tough cycle. Wheel of Fortune reverse, strength in reverse, moon upright. Look at, you think this is down below, up and down again. I think this is going to be a real mixed bag for them. I think in the long run, it's going to be, listen, this is the 12th house. This is Pisces. I think that we are definitely going to see people being sad about the change that's going on in the royal family. And I think by the time, so that it does work out to Taurus time. Yeah, that just about works out. That's May, isn't it? Huh. By the time we get to the next full moon, moon and moon, there'll be a loss in the royal family. I think it's a loss of I think it's going to be a loss of that generation. I think that's where people are going to be really melancholy, really lamenting about a bygone era. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. I enjoy doing some of these little things. I'll check in with ChatGPT in about 6 months and see what they say about the Scorpio full moon and see how close they were to some of the things that went on. Please take good care. See you online. Fare thee well.